What's up, everyone? Justin here, back to do a new Let's Talk About It, the new Amazon Prime movie. I just watched Roadhouse, the remake of the great original Roadhouse from the 1980s with Patrick Swayze. The guy was a great actor. He looked great. He looked like a star. He was great in the original, but this time, Patrick Swayze. Sadly, the guy has passed away, so he couldn't be in the remake. Maybe he would have been in it or had a cameo. I don't know. Sadly, he's passed away, so we'll never know. Also, by the way, Patrick Swayze gone way too soon. That guy passed away way too soon. So, Jake Gyllenhaal is playing the role of Dalton, the guy that Patrick Swayze played. Jake Gyllenhaal is playing his role, the main role. I don't got a problem with it. The movie or the remake, I did not know how it would be. I did not know. Well, first thing I thought is they're really remaking it. Why they have to remake it, but whatever, I get it. They want to remake everything now. And they probably still will keep doing remakes. I don't got a problem with it. I wasn't going to judge it until I watched the whole movie, and I did watch the whole movie. Again, it's on Amazon Prime, the remake of Roadhouse. It was just released on March, I think, 20th. Today's the 22nd, I believe. Anyways, but I watched it on Friday, Roadhouse. I watched part of it Thursday, but then I had to sleep, or decided to go to sleep, and watch the rest of it on Friday. But anyways, I liked it. I liked the remake of Roadhouse. Again, I had no problem with. At first I thought, why did they have to remake it? But I understood it. Jake Gyllenhaal did a really fine job, really good job as Dalton, playing the role of Patrick Swayze that he played in the 80s. The thing I missed about this remake, what I thought they should have had in it, is that one of the troublemakers that's coming into the Roadhouse bar. They could have hired a former professional wrestler to be one of the troublemakers. But instead they went with Conor McGregor, UFC fighter. Whatever he does. I don't know if he still fights in UFC. I don't care. I don't follow UFC anymore. But anyways, Conor McGregor had a ton. Super talent. Great MMA fighter. But outside the cage, the guy's done a lot of stupid shit. A lot of dumb shit that he's been sued for. Stuff like that. Hopefully, by him getting in this movie, hopefully he's on the right path and doesn't fuck up in his life anymore. He was good in this. Conor McGregor was pretty fucking good in this role. Again, I would have preferred a professional wrestler be in it to play his role. Because the original, you had Terry Funk. Terry Funk was in the original Roadhouse. And he was great in it. He was damn good in it. But no professional wrestler, we get Conor McGregor. As you can tell by behind me, I'm a big professional wrestling super fan. Hardcore fan. But my God, I love movies too. I love horror movies. And I love revenge movies and action movies. And this Roadhouse remake was full of action. Great fight scenes. Great special effects. Really good shit. So let's start off with Again, Jake Gyllenhaal did a really good job. I like the guy as an actor. He was damn good in a movie called Brothers with him and Tobey Maguire, Natalie Portman. It's called Brothers. It's like well over 10 years old of a movie, but he was really good in that. And he was good in other movies. Brokeback Mountain. He was in many other movies. Bubble Boy. I remember him in... Oh my god. Jake Gyllenhaal playing the Bubble Boy. That was fucking hilarious. Him and Bubble Boy was damn funny, I thought. He's been in a ton of movies. I never saw Brokeback Mountain. I don't care to see it. I got nothing against it. Nothing at all, but I doubt I ever watch it. I don't like Western movies that are Westerns. I'm not into those. To me, they're boring. But again, what I am into is movies like this with action, fighting, fight scenes, a ton of fighting, a ton of action, blowing shit up, blood, guts, stuff like that. Again, my favorite genre of movies, horror, action, revenge movies, and then comedy. So, yeah, Dalton, Jake Gyllenhaal's character is a former UFC fighter, or was a UFC fighter, or is taking a break from fighting in the octagon. I don't know, but every time he sleeps, he has nightmares of when he was in the octagon in a fight, and then towards the end of the movie, we find out why he was having those nightmares. He's confronted because he killed his opponent in the cage. I guess by accident, but he killed him. So I wrote down some stuff I liked about Roadhouse, the remake. This is not going to be a very long review about the Roadhouse remake. I just want to say the bar fight. When Conor McGregor comes in the bar and he appears with the other bikers. That was a great fight scene. The big bar fight. That was awesome. That was really fun to watch. Then, Jesus, the boat. And Jake Gyllenhaal takes a police officer's boat that is Ellie's ex-boyfriend, the main female character, Ellie. There are other female characters, but the girl that's into Jake Gyllenhaal's character, Dalton, Ellie. By the way, holy shit, she's very attractive. Her name's Danella or something. Danella plays Ellie. She's very hot, is what I thought and what I wrote down. Very attractive woman. She was also in one of the Suicide Squads. I forget which one, but I have seen them both. So Jake Gyllenhaal takes the cop's boat, Ellie's ex-boyfriend's boat. The cop's yelling at him like, "Don't you scratch it," stuff like that. He's like, "How can I scratch it? It's in the water." He takes off, goes to a giant yacht boat, because he thinks those guys kidnapped Ellie. I'm going way towards the end of the movie, but I'll be going back and forth with some of the shit I wrote down about it. I'll be going to all parts of the movie. Anyway, spoilers are here. Don't want to hear spoilers, stop watching. And watch on Amazon Prime. Then watch my Let's Talk About It about Roadhouse, the remake. So, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's character goes to that giant yacht boat to have a meeting with the main villain character, some white guy. Looks like a rich kid. And his dad's in prison because he was a crook and tried to control part of Florida, where the Florida Keys is where the movie's based, I believe. And the Florida Keys, wherever the hell that is, I don't know. I've never been to Florida. I don't care to go to Florida. It's probably miserable and just hot as hell and humid all the time. I don't care if they have nice beaches. I wouldn't want to live there. But a bonus, you don't got to pay taxes if you live in Florida. But still, that's not going to make me go there or move there anytime. So, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's there to try to save Ellie. She's kidnapped, and her father is the sheriff of the town. He's a crook. He's a fucking crooked cop. And then he finds out he's been double-crossed by the rich kid, the rich white guy. I forget his name, the character. I didn't write his name down because I don't care what his name was. But the sheriff's like, you did kidnap my daughter. And then he's like, yeah, I did, because I thought I couldn't trust you. And then the sheriff gets all angry that the guy double-crossed him and did kidnap his daughter. So then Jake Gyllenhaal, Dalton, he's pressing a button on the boat keychain, pressing a button because he wired it with bombs to blow up in front of the yacht and start sinking the yacht so he can get out of there or scare them away. He blows up his boat, and that damages part of the giant fucking yacht that he's on. It starts right away taking in water, a ton of water starts coming in. This was a great scene. Just trying to get out of the boat, and it's flooding. It's taking water. It's going down. It's going under. It's sinking like the Titanic. So Dalton goes to the bottom of the boat, tries to find Ellie. And then this guy starts coming after him. And the water's like up to here on the guy. He tries to shoot a gun at them. It breaks a window open. A ton of water comes in. They go underwater. Ellie and Jake Gyllenhaal swim under a window to the top to get air. And then the guy comes up in the water and he's still trying to fight Dalton. Stupidly, he's trying to fight Dalton off in the water. Dalton just puts him underwater, like snaps his arm or something. And then Conor McGregor comes out of nowhere. The guy's like a cockroach in this. He cannot be killed, cannot be stopped. He keeps coming and showing up. So he's coming on a speedboat. And Dalton, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, holds up the guy he's fighting in front of Conor McGregor's boat, and the boat just takes him out and kills him, knocks him in the head. So then, again, great fight scenes in the bar. A giant bar fight breaks out, and the boat blowing up. And then Dalton saves Ellie. And they get on the boat with the rich white guys trying to get away. With Ellie's on his boat. He starts driving away and he's like, fuck this, I'm going to take out the roadhouse myself, because everybody he hired got the shit beat out of them by Dalton or killed by Dalton. One guy tried to attack Jake Gyllenhaal on the boat when he saw, I think he showed up at the boat where he was sleeping on and staying as the main bouncer of the roadhouse. He took the position for money because the owner of the roadhouse said, I'll pay you $5,000 a week. So then he took the deal and he was staying on a boat to sleep. I don't even remember whose boat it was, but it was a beat up old boat. So he shows up, and this guy's trying to kill him, waiting for him on the boat. Anyways, the guys, they're fighting in the boat. That's another good fight scene inside the small boat. He falls out of the boat. Jake Gyllenhaal gets the guy off the boat, and then a gator gets him and kills the guy. That was pretty awesome. So, again, then we have Jake Gyllenhaal shows up because he's pissed. He was going to leave town on a Greyhound bus, but then he just gets really pissed because at the bus stop he sees a bookstore that he was going to a lot. He's using her computer, and he bought a book there. He was talking to a girl that works there, and her father also works there. He, like, made friends with them. Or, I don't know, he liked the bookstore or something. So he sees it's been burned down. They set fire to it to try to chase Dalton out of town, I guess, by doing that fire like the bookstore deserved it. They didn't deserve that. They got it burnt down just for knowing him? Come on. That's stupid. But whatever. That's what crooks and gang members do. Like to pick on other people's businesses that have nothing to do with it. So he sees the bookstore's been burned down. He's pissed. He decides he's not leaving town. He goes to the house of the thugs that are after him. First, they're like a biker gang before Conor McGregor comes. And then Conor McGregor just shows up and said he was sent there by the rich guy's dad or something. That he talked to him in prison because he couldn't get the job done. So Conor McGregor's there to get the job done to try to kill Dalton. So Dalton goes to the house when not many people are there. This one guy, one of the thugs, is like basically thinks he's going to kill Jake Gyllenhaal's character. And Dalton, he just punches him in the neck and he says, "I crushed your throat," larynx, whatever. He says, "You're about to not be able to breathe for very long." The guy can't breathe. He got his throat crushed with a punch. Would have been better if, like they did in the original, Patrick Swayze, I believe, grabbed the guy's jugular and ripped it out, I believe. That was awesome, but they didn't do that in this. This was violent. Had a lot of blood in it, a lot of fighting. But, my God, Patrick Swayze ripping the guy's throat out, that was insane. But this was updated. This remake, they did have it updated a lot. And it was a lot of great fight scenes and a lot of CGI, or some CGI. And a lot of good special effects. Which the original couldn't do that many. Because it was the 80s. So, then the guy he punches in the throat just dies in the swimming pool. And then they're getting a money delivery to the sheriff as a cop, picking up the money to try to, I guess, keep paying them to take over the roadhouse or something. I don't know. They're crooked cops getting money. So anyways, this is good shit. Jake Gyllenhaal, somehow, when Conor McGregor comes back with the boat, this is later on in the movie, comes back with the boat trying to run him over in the water. He grabs onto part of the side of the boat, gets in it. Him and Conor McGregor are inside this small speedboat, looks like all rubber, and they're fighting it. Conor McGregor gets tossed out, but he's holding onto the anchor underwater. He's being dragged, and then he's pulling himself up from the rope back into the boat. But then Jake Gyllenhaal's character, he flips the boat. Conor McGregor goes like flying in the air. And Jake Gyllenhaal's flying in the air, and somehow he lands in the rich guy's boat, where Ellie is being held. He falls in his boat. Unbelievable. That would not happen, but it's movies. It's fiction, fantasy. So then the rich guy, he's going towards the roadhouse like he's going to crash into it, because it's right on the beach, right by the water, the roadhouse. Ellie and Jake jump out of the boat. It flips, goes flying into the roadhouse, and the rich white guy's flying in the air, lands on the roof of the roadhouse. Some fucking how the guy didn't die. I don't know how you wouldn't die from that. I guess it's possible you could live if you landed on a roof, from the water? I don't know. But then, out of nowhere, Conor McGregor shows up at the Roadhouse. The fucking guy was swimming to a bridge. He climbed up the ladder and stole someone's car and went to the Roadhouse to find Dalton. And Conor and Dalton are in the Roadhouse about to get it on. And they do get it on. They have a big fight scene. And it was pretty awesome. Really good fight scene. Dalton's about to pass away. He gets stabbed in the side. He has one eye shut. And he sees a rich white guy is talking shit to Conor, like, kill him already, kill him. Kill him, damn it. Do what I hired you to do. Or do what you're supposed to do or some shit. Conor just grabs a white guy, rich white guy, snaps his neck. That was funny as hell. So he falls and I guess he's dead. Then him and Conor, then Dalton gets up, stabs Conor a couple of times in the chest and stomach and ribs with like a wooden spike. That was pretty awesome. So Conor's in the hospital. I thought he was dead, but later at the end of the movie he appears again. Because the hospital saved him. So before their big fight scene, or I think during it or before it, Enter Sandman, the music starts playing. It sounded like a remix or a cover, but it was Enter Sandman. It started playing as he stabs Conor. Conor McGregor's character as he stabs him. So again, this was updated. Had more blood. It was bloody. Great fight scenes, great action. Updated, more CGI than the original. I wouldn't say it was better than the original, but it was very good, I thought. And the sheriff told later on, or before the big end fight scene in the Roadhouse, Ellie's dad, the crooked sheriff, told Dalton, I got you, please save my daughter. They have her held. They took her, kidnapped her. And then, this is towards the end of the movie now. The girl that was working the bookstore with her dad, because it's a rough part of town, they were always threatened by just a-holes coming in the bookstore, threatening them, and shit like that, because it's not the safest area. And I'm sure Florida does have a lot of bad areas. Like, probably really bad, and just... I know a ton of drunks live in Florida that are like college kids. So the girl from the bookstore, as Dalton's leaving town on a Greyhound, he's waiting to leave. He leaves a giant suitcase of the crooked money for the thugs and the rich white guy, the money delivery. He leaves a giant suitcase of the money delivery in the bookstore for them. That was cool. And the girl says to Dalton, she's like, why are you leaving? And then he goes, I'm not the hero of this story. She says, maybe you are not the hero, but you are not the villain either. That was good shit. So, and then towards the middle of the movie or the beginning, Dalton, I don't know, he has like mental issues or PTSD from fighting and killing the guy in the octagon. He's fucked up because he killed a guy. I don't know if it was by accident or whatever, but it fucked him up. He's just parks his car on the damn train tracks at one point. Like he wants to end things. It's not cool. If you're ever real depressed in your life or got problems, don't ever think take your own life is the answer. It is not. Call the suicide hotline if you have nobody to talk to or help. I forget their number. I think it's 988 or something. But he's sitting on the train tracks. Dalton, like, he wants to end things. And realizes the train's coming closer and closer. He does not want to end things. So tries to start his car. It won't fucking start because it's an old beat up car. It won't really start, but anyways, I think he got started kind of. But the train just drills the car in the back of it and flips it off the tracks. Like moves it totally, so he's saved somehow. After he was saved, he like looks up to the sky like, okay, I don't want to die. Maybe I'm here for a reason. I don't know. But yeah. That was a good scene where he stopped on the tracks and he saved himself. The movie, the total runtime was about an hour 52 minutes. It's pretty long for an action movie. I would have made it like an hour 45 minutes tops, but who cares? It was a couple minutes longer. I'm not going to be critical of the Roadhouse remake because I enjoyed it. Again, I don't fucking watch movies I don't enjoy. If I think a movie sucks big time or I'm bored with it, I turn it off and I stop watching it. I don't watch movies that I hate or think suck. I wouldn't even bother talking about a movie I thought sucked, or I wouldn't bother yelling about a movie I hated, or would rant about it. If I didn't like a movie, I wouldn't make a video about it. That's just me. I don't watch movies that are super low budget, just horrible acting, low budget, cheesy, boring. If I don't like a movie, I will stop watching. I liked the Roadhouse remake. Again, an hour 52 minutes is kind of long, but I wasn't bored watching it at all. Grade for this movie: Roadhouse remake, 2024, Jake Gyllenhaal. I give it an A-. I enjoyed it. Really good fight scenes. A hell of a lot of action. And that's it. Let's talk about it. Roadhouse remake. I enjoyed it. I give it an A-. If you have Prime Video, Amazon Prime, check it out. And final thought. Again, I like the Roadhouse remake. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. But him sitting on the train tracks, that was a great scene. And I was like, come on, man, don't do this. Don't do this. Again, I don't know why he's depressed, but he was just down and depressed. Like he had nothing to live for. Seriously, if you are depressed and you need help, call the 988 number. It's the suicide hotline, crisis hotline. Again, help is available, 988. If you need help, call it. Don't ever think take your own life is a good option, because it's not. So let's talk about it. Roadhouse remake, 2 thumbs up. Holding stuff, but 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it. A- movie. Check it out on Amazon Prime. Roadhouse.